Thank you all for coming. This is our first year, which we are hoping to make it as an annual tradition for the community of Saugus. The Saugus Cultural Council, which is basically part of the Mass Cultural Council, tries to promote and embrace the cultural diversity that we have in our community, and try to, with this festival, bring more awareness to everybody that's in this community. And then, like I said, we're hoping that this would become an annual community gathering for all of us. Just some quick usual house rules, just like they do in the AMC and Showcase. To exit signs, make sure you know where your closest exit signs are. And then we do have a packed agenda with respect to performances at the auditorium, but we do have a lot of stuff happening outside as well. So if you do need to step out, we request that you do that in between the performances and not during the performance, just to respect the people who are doing things here. And without further ado, we'll get started. So let's race for the national anthem first.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hi everyone, good morning. So before we begin, we the Saugus Cultural Council would like to thank you for coming to our first annual Saugus Cultural Festival. We spent many time meeting and planning this event for everyone to come celebrate together, and I hope you all enjoy it. So before we start, I want to acknowledge the land that we're on. So this land is benefiting from the unceded lands of the Pawtucket and other native people. For thousands of years, this land has been the traditional homeland of the Pawtucket people before the English invaded. And since the invasion, native people have endured a painful history of genocide, colonization, and historical misinformation. But they survived and flourished as is evident in their descendants, and every time we gather here, we must respect that. And before our first performance, Total Chaos, I want to take a moment to thank people who have made this festival possible. So first, I want to thank Win Waste Innovations, Massachusetts Cultural Council, Tax of Life, Saugus Cultural Council, the Town Treasurer Wendy, the Town Accountant Donna, the Superintendent Mr. Hashem, the School Executive Director of Finance and Administration Paula, Middle School Principal Carla, New Hope Assembly of God Pastor Wayne and Pastor Ashley, GE Aerospace, Massachusetts Center for Native American Awareness, our performers Total Chaos, the Filipino group, the Indian Cultural Academy, Lucia, Punk Phenomenon, Kane, Academy of theater company of Saugus, Veronica, our food vendors, which you guys should check out, which is in the cafeteria, Black and White Food Service, Indian Restaurant, Instable, Diner, Island Breeze, and Saugus House of Pizza. Also, the Saugus Boys and Girls Club, Surface Up, Stephanie, Carol, Nick, Ellen, Stacy, and lastly to all the volunteers who helped out today. Thank you guys.
Hello. Hello. Hi. We are Saugus High School's a cappella group, Tonal Chaos. We are an award-winning a cappella group, and we're going to be singing 4 songs for you guys today. Spinnin' by Madison Beer, Call Your Mom by Noah Khan, Unlucky Lady by Troy, and Heads Will Roll by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. If you want to follow us in our future endeavors on Instagram, you can. Our handle is at SHS Tonal Chaos. We're so excited to perform for you guys.
One, two, three.
this. You never tried it. Stayed on the line with you the entire night till you told me that you had to go. Don't let this darkness fool you. All lights turned off can be turned on. I'll drive all night. I'll call your mom. Oh dear, don't be discouraged. I've been exactly where you are. I'll drive all night. I'll call your mom.
Medicate, meditate, slay your soul to Jesus. Throw a punch, fall in love, give yourself a reason. Don't wanna drive another mile, wondering if you're breathing. So won't you stay, won't you stay, won't you stay with me?
Meditate, save your soul for Jesus. Throw a punch, fall in love, give yourself a reason. Don't wanna drive another mile, when you're breathing. So won't you stay, won't you stay, won't you stay with me? Don't let this darkness fool you. All lights can be turned on. I'll drive all night. I'll call your mom.
I'll call your mom.
So stay to the blood, with the luck to make it out alive. Now stay in the run, 'cause it's the only way to survive. She waits in the dark, oh, whispers as she pulls you in. So if it's long, boy, you're dead wrong. No, she was pulling you in. Whoa, she's now she's in the mirror, telling you to ruin what you see. And always getting on all your insecurities. She's sharp and you're nice, trying to get you in. Oh, the lady's gonna make you pay. She's You better run, you better hide, you better pray that she don't let us die. She called you in the dead of night.
Testing, testing. Oh, cool, nice. All right, so we are the Escuela Hung Filipino dance team. Escuela Hung Filipino directly translates to Filipino school, and we're a nonprofit organization serving families in the greater Boston area that has a connection to the Philippines. We were founded in 1976 by a group of parents, educators, teachers that wanted the newer generation here in Massachusetts to stay connected with and learn about and celebrate Filipino culture. We have 3 dances for you today. The first one will be Sakuting. It's a Philippine folk dance that came from the Abra province in the northern island of the Philippines, Luzon. This dance interprets a mock fight and incorporates the traditional Filipino martial arts called arnis by using 2 sticks as an extension of the arms to fight an opponent. Spanish occupation of the Philippines, Filipinos commonly used arnis for self-protection. However, during their occupation, the Spanish banned this practice, forcing Filipinos to utilize it in other forms and preserve it through dance. Our second dance is called Binasuan. It's a very colorful and spectacular dance from the province of Pangasinan, which is also in the northern part of Luzon, on the main island of the Philippines. Baso, like the Spanish word, means drinking glass, and Binasuan in Pangasinan means with the use of drinking glass. So in this dance, dancers display good balance, graceful movements, and unusual skills. The girls dance with 3 glasses half full of water of tuba, which is like an alcoholic drink, 1 on the head and 1 on each palm of the hands, while executing continuous fast turns, sitting, spinning, rolling on the floor, and it's often performed at entertainment events such as weddings, birthdays, and fiestas. Our final dance for today is Tinikling, which is popularly known as the bamboo dance. It's honored as the Philippines' national dance and is perhaps one of the most famous dances from the Philippines. Dancers imitate the movement of the long-legged tickling birds as they walk on grass stems, run over tree branches, or dodge bamboo traps set by rice farmers. They imitate the tickling bird's legendary grace and speed by skillfully maneuvering between rapidly clapped black bamboo poles. We're so excited to be here today, and thank you so much. I hope you enjoy what we have to represent the Philippines for you.
Good afternoon, everybody. The Mayur Indian dance team is part of MICA, the Mayur Indian Cultural Academy, which serves with a mission of bringing Indian culture and art to local communities while bridging the gap with the next generation. Dance is an integral part of Indian culture, and Bollywood dance is a vibrant blend of various styles from across the Indian subcontinent. The Mayur Dance Group performs at various events and has been part of Saugus Founders Day since 2021. The group is excited and honored to perform at the Saugus Cultural Festival, where we all have the opportunity to share the beauty and richness of Indian dance with the community. We sincerely thank the organizers for this wonderful platform to showcase Indian culture and talent. A special thank you to our dear friend Nivedita Amarnath, our choreographer, and for bringing us together and executing the whole entire performance with passion and dedication. Thank you.
आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के पहले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के पहले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो நீ அம்மு அம்மு சொல்லையில பொண்டாட்டியா பூரிக்கிற சாமி ஏ சாமி நான் சாமி சாமி சொல்ல நீ புருஷனான பிரிஞ்சுதான் சாமி ஏ சாமி நீ எதிர எதிர நடக்கையில நீ எதிர எதிர நடக்கையில எழுமலையா தரிசமல்ல சாமி நீ பக்கம் பக்கம் நின்னா பிரமேசன போல கொட சாமி நீ இல்லாம நான் போகாத கண்ணு முழு குத்துதடா சாமி ஏ சாமி ஏ சாமி ஏ சாமி மன்மத சாமி மந்திர சாமி பொக்கிரி சாமி ஏ சாமி ஏ சாமி மன்மத சாமி மந்திர சாமி பொக்கிரி சாமி ஜீவனல்லே திரிக்கவிட்டாமுன்னல்லே திரிக்கவிட்டாமுன்னல்லே திட்டாமுன்னல்லே சேட்டன் மனல்லே சேட்ட செய்யாமனல்லே பேட்ட துளாமனல்லே வேட்டையனல்லே Seems like it was yesterday when I saw your face. You told me how proud you were, but I walked away. If only I knew what I know today. I would hold you in my arms. I would take the pain away. Thank you for all you've done. Forgive all your mistakes. There's nothing I wouldn't do.
Coming to the stage next is Funk Mob.
5, 6, 7, 8.
City where the heat is on, I had a piece to the break of dawn.
Hi, welcome. Wanted to introduce myself, Dr. Sherry Raftery. I'm the president of the Theater Company of Saugus. Let's hear it for the Theater Company of Saugus. Formerly known as the Town Criers many years back when Lee Nicole and Rosemary DiGregorio founded the theater company. And I want to thank the board members for attending, Billy, Cheyenne, Larry, Delise, and Caroline. We are performing today with it's Picasso La Pen Adil, and Cheyenne and Caroline and Valerie will be out to talk to you more about what that is. We have a fundraiser paint night on Tuesday, April 1st,
at 7:30. That will be at the Saugus American Legion at 44 Taylor Street, which is where we reside, the theater company. We also have Summer Youth Academy this summer for grades 1 through 8. We'll perform in July, and then grades 6 through 12 will perform in August. So if you would like to be a youth, and some of you are already in the theater company, raise your hands, right? Right, awesome. And this is such an amazing opportunity. Thank you so much to the Cultural Council. Thank you to Saugus High School. Thank you to Nick. And I see Ruth and I used to be on the Saugus Cultural Council together back in the day. We always look for new members, volunteers, performers, and if you would like to fill out a raffle, you can win 2 tickets to our upcoming show. And we're at tcsaugus.org. We would like to welcome our performers. Thank you so much for attending this. Caroline, would you like to take the mic?
Hi everybody. We are here representing the theater company of Saugus. My name is Caroline. This is Valerie and Cheyenne, and we will be performing a small snippet from the show The Importance of Being Earnest, which is a 1895 society satire by the late great Oscar Wilde. And as is always the case with his shows, it is making fun of the rich and out of touch of the London society elite. So in this little snippet, we have Jack Worthing, who has been going by the fake name of Ernest Worthing, and he has come down to town in London to propose to me, the posh Gwendolyn, and finds himself getting a little more than he bargained for when he is interrogated by her monstrous mother, Lady Bracknell. I hope you guys all really enjoy this. It is a lot of fun.
Charming day it has been, Miss Fairfax.
Pray don't talk to me about the weather. Whenever people talk to me about the weather, I always feel certain they mean something else. And that makes me so nervous.
I do mean something else.
I thought so. In fact, I am never wrong.
And I would like to be allowed to take advantage of Lady Bracknell's temporary absence.
I would certainly advise you to do so. Mamma has a way of coming back suddenly into rooms that I have often had to speak with her about.
Miss Fairfax, ever since I met you, I have admired you more than any girl I have ever met since I met you.
Yes, I am quite well aware of the fact. And I often wish that in public, at any rate, you had been more demonstrative. For me, you have always held an irresistible fascination. Even before I met you, I was far from indifferent to you. We live, as I hope you know, Mr. Worthing, in an age of ideals. The fact is constantly referenced in the more expensive monthly magazines and has reached the provincial pulpits, I am told. And my ideal has always been to love someone of the name of Ernest. There is something in that name which inspires absolute confidence. The moment Algernon first mentioned to me that he had a friend called Ernest, I knew I was destined to love you.
You really love me, Gwendolyn?
Passionately.
Oh, darling, you don't know how happy you've made me.
My own Ernest.
But you don't really mean to say that you couldn't love me if my name wasn't Ernest.
But your name is Ernest.
Yes, I know it is. But supposing it was something else. Do you really mean to say you couldn't love me then?
Ah, that is merely metaphysical speculation. And like most metaphysical speculation, has very little reference at all to the actual facts of real life as you know them.
Really, Gwendolyn, I don't really much care for the name of Ernest. I don't think the name suits me at all.
Oh, it suits you perfectly. It is a divine name. It produces vibrations.
Personally, darling, to speak quite candidly, I think there are lots of other much nicer names. I think, Jack, for instance, a charming name.
Jack? No, there is no music in the name of Jack, if any at all indeed. It does not thrill, it produces absolutely no vibrations. I have known several Jacks, and they all, without exception, were more than usually plain. Besides, Jack is a notorious domesticity for John, and I pity any woman married to a man called John. She would probably never be allowed to know the entrancing pleasure of a single moment's solitude. The only really safe name is Ernest.
Gwendolyn, I must get christened at once. I mean, we must get married at once. There is no time to be lost.
Married, Mr. Worthing?
Well, surely. You know that I love you, and you led me to believe, Miss Fairfax, that you are not absolutely indifferent to me.
Oh, I adore you. But you haven't proposed to me yet. Nothing has been said at all about marriage. The subject has not even been touched upon.
Well, may I propose to you now?
I think it would be an admirable opportunity. And to spare you any possible disappointment, I feel bound to tell you quite frankly beforehand that I am fully determined to accept you.
Gwendolyn!
Yes, Mr. Worthing. What have you got to say to me?
You know what I've got to say to you.
Yes. You don't say it.
Oh. Gwendolyn, will you marry me?
Of course I will, darling. How long you have been about it. I'm afraid you have very little experience in how to propose.
My own one. I've never loved anyone in the world but you.
Yes, but men often propose for practice. I know my brother Gerald does. All my girlfriends tell me so. What wonderfully blue eyes you have, Ernest. But they are quite blue. I hope you will always look at me just like that, especially when there are other people present.
Mr. Worthing! Rise at once, sir, from this semi-recumbent position. It is most indecorous.
Mamma, I must beg you to retire. This is no place for you. Besides, Mr. Worthing is not quite finished yet.
Finished with what, may I ask?
I am engaged to Mr. Worthing, Mamma.
Pardon me, you are not engaged to anyone. When you do become engaged to someone, I, or your father, should his health permit him, will inform you of the fact. An engagement should come on a young girl as a surprise, whether a pleasant or unpleasant one, as the case may be. It is hardly a matter she can be allowed to arrange for herself. Now, Mr. Worthing, I have a few questions to put to you, and while I am making these inquiries, you, Gwendolyn, will wait for me below in the carriage.
Mamma!
The carriage, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, the carriage!
Yes, Mamma.
You can take a seat, Mr. Worthing.
Thank you, Lady Bracknell, but I prefer standing.
I feel bound to tell you you are not down on my list of eligible young gentlemen, though I do have the same list as the dear Duchess of Bolton has. However, I am prepared to enter your name should your answers be what a really affectionate mother requires. Do you smoke?
Well, yes, I must admit I smoke.
I'm glad to hear it. A man should always have an occupation of some kind. There are far too many idle men in London as it is. How old are you?
29.
Very good age to be married. I have always been of the opinion that a man who desires to be married should know either everything or nothing. Mr. Worthing, which do you know?
I know nothing, Lady Bracknell.
I am pleased to hear it. I do not approve of anything that interferes with natural ignorance. Ignorance is like an exotic, delicate fruit. Touch it, and the bloom is gone. The whole theory of modern education is radically unsound. Fortunately, in England, at any rate, education produces no effect whatsoever. If it did, it would prove a serious danger to the upper classes, and likely result in violence in Grosvenor Square. What is your income?
Between 7,000 and 8,000 a year.
In land or in investment?
In investments, chiefly.
That is satisfactory.
What with the duties expected of one during one's lifetime and the duties exacted from one after one's death, land has ceased to be either a profit or a pleasure. It gives one position and prevents one from keeping it up. That's all that can be said about land.
I have a country house with some land, of course, attached to it, about 1,500 acres, I believe, but I don't depend on that for my real income. In fact, as far as I can make out, the poachers are the only people who make anything out of it.
A country house. How many bedrooms? Well, that can be cleared up later. You have a townhouse, I hope. A girl with a quiet, unspoiled nature like Gwendolyn's could hardly be expected to reside in the country.
Well, I own a townhouse in Belgrave Square, but it is let by the year to Lady Bloxham. Of course, I can have it back whenever I like, at 6 months' notice.
Lady Bloxham. I don't know her.
Oh, she goes about very little. She's a lady considerably advanced in years.
No. Nowadays, that is no guarantee of respectability of character. What number in Belgrade Square?
149.
No. The unfashionable side. I thought there was something. No matter, that can be altered.
Do you mean the fashion or the sign?
Both. Necessary, I presume. What are your politics?
I'm afraid I really have no politics. I am a liberal unionist.
Well, those count as Tories. They dine with us or come in the evening, at any rate. Now on to minor matters. Are your parents living?
I've lost both my parents.
To lose one parent, Mr. Worthing, may be looked upon as a misfortune. To lose both looks like carelessness. Who was your father? He was evidently a man of some wealth. Was he brought up in what the radical papers refer to as the purple of commerce, or did he rise through the ranks of the aristocracy?
Well, I'm afraid I really don't know. The fact is, Lady Bracknell, I said I had lost my parents, but it would be nearer the truth to say my parents seem to have lost me. I don't actually know who I am by birth. I was found.
Found?
The late Mr. Thomas Cardew, an old gentleman of a very charitable and kindly disposition, found me and gave me the name Worthing because he happened to have a first-class ticket for Worthing in his pocket at the time. Worthing is a place in Sussex. It is a seaside resort.
And where did this charitable gentleman with a first-class ticket to a seaside resort find you?
In a handbag.
A handbag?
Yes, Lady Bracknell, I was in a handbag. A somewhat large black leather handbag with handles to it. An ordinary handbag, in fact.
In what locality did this Mr. James or Thomas Cardew find this ordinary handbag?
In the cloakroom at Victoria Station. It was given to him in mistake for his own.
The cloakroom? At Victoria Station?
Yes. The Brighton line...
The line is immaterial! Mr. Worthing, I confess I feel somewhat bewildered by what you have just told me. To be born, or at any rate bred, in a handbag, whether it had handles or not, seems to display a contempt for the ordinary decencies of family life that reminds one of the worst excesses of the French Revolution. And I presume you know what that unfortunate movement led to. As for the particular locality in which the handbag was found, cloakroom at a railway station may serve to conceal a social indiscretion. Perhaps, indeed, has been used for that purpose before now. But it can hardly be regarded as an assured basis for a recognized position in good society.
May I ask then, what would you advise me to do? I need hardly say I would do anything in the world to ensure Gwendolyn's happiness.
I would strongly advise you, Mr. Worthing, to procure some relations as soon as possible, and to produce, at any rate, one parent of either sex before the season is quite over.
I don't see how I could possibly manage to do that. I can produce the handbag at any moment. It is in my dressing room at home. I really think that should satisfy you, Lady Bracknell.
Me, sir? What on earth does it have to do with me? You can hardly imagine that I, or Lord Bracknell, would dream of allowing our only daughter, a girl brought up with the utmost care, to marry into a cloakroom? To form an alliance with a parcel? Good morning, Mr. Worthing.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Thank you so much for hanging around. I'm sure you're not going to be disappointed because we're going to have the all-women mariachi band. This is the only all-women band around in this region, and it's led by none other than our own Saugus resident, Veronica Robles. So let's give her a big hand and get a cheer.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Gracias por venir. Thank you so much for joining us in this first ever Saugus Cultural Festival. Big round of applause to the organizers and to the Saugus Cultural Council for taking, the lead on delivering this beautiful show for everyone. So, we're gonna start, and I want you to do this. Are we ready? And then this music starts with a rhythm and a tempo, and then it changes throughout the music. So the first one, everybody is going to do this. Pop. Can you do it? Good. And then at some point, it's gonna change to a little faster tempo. Okay? And now you can do and a hua anytime during the song, okay? There's no specific time or place where you can do it. Just do it, release your stress, feel happy, joyful, and we're here to celebrate. Are we up to that? Sí. Easy. but now women are taking over. There is a tradition, a shout that says, sí, señor. But now we say, sí, señora. Can you say, sí, señora? Sí, señora. Muy bien. So the next song is a song for you to sing and sing and sing while a white dove flies and sing and sing and sing while my soul cries. So I want you to say, canta, canta, canta. Palomita blanca, mientras mi alma llora. Canta, canta, canta. Palomita blanca, mientras Dios te adora. Muy bien, lo tienen. ¿Van a cantar conmigo? Are you going to sing along? Yes, if you know it, and if you don't know it, just do la 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 la. Okay? The most important thing is that we enjoy and celebrate and try something new. It is a 1, 2, 1. Come on, you got it. Te voy a dedicar esta canción, a ver si me devuelves tu cariño. Yo vengo de rezar una oración, a ver si se compone mi destino. Acuérdate que siempre te adoré, no dejes que me pierda en mi pobreza. Ya todo lo que tuve se me fue, si tú también te vas, me llama la tristeza. No dejes que me muera por tu amor, si tienes corazón, enséñalo y regresa. Come on. Canta, 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 palomita blanca, mientras mi alma llora. Canta, 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 que tú dices, canta que hasta Dios te adora. Come on, clap it, everyone. Si quieres que me arranque el corazón y ponga junto a ti mis sentimientos,